Hello, 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 hello. I am Shay Rippinger of Hip the Hoopla, and here, welcome to the Hoopla of Y'all show. I am your host, Shay Rippinger of Hip the Hoopla, and I'm demonstrating really quick a little hip rap, the hooping rap that we will be doing a little bit later on in the show. And I'm very excited to introduce to you a brand new series called the Body Confidence series. So that's what I'm going to cover in this show, is the first of the 5 presentations in 5 days. So 5 episodes, 5 days. And the first one is body confidence. So that is going to be great. And then also with the body confidence, we're going to be doing a laughter yoga exercise. It is a really neat laughter yoga exercise that is love and appreciation breath. So that's going to help with the body confidence. And also we're going to be doing that hooping hip wrap, so that I just demonstrated. So stay tuned for all of these goodies, and let's get started. So if you're here joining for the first time, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and consideration, and I really thank you so much. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Hip the Hoopla YouTube channel, and also liking all the social media feeds. So I'm on Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, all kinds of different ones. So find me on the social media. I am Hip the Hoopla all over the place. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the website as well, where you can get a free gift if you'd like to be on the Hip the Hoopla world news email newsletter, the Hip the Hoopla Inner Circle newsletter. So yes, without further ado, who am I? If you're just joining me for the first time, if you're fans, awesome, welcome back. And if you're just joining me for the first time, I am the founder of Hip the Hoopla. I am a certified laughter yoga leader. I coach. I do positive health, humor, and hooping, and I help wise-minded women get happy, healthy, and more holistic with humor, heart, and hula hooping. So, and I have founded Hip the Hoopla in 2011, so I've been at this for almost a decade now at this recording, and helping thousands of people all over the planet be able to do better, be happier, you know, all the kind of good things, because I'm just about putting positivity out in the universe. So whatever ways I can help you with that, let me know. We can work together. So, and with that, I am a performer. I've also been a hoop dance instructor for all of that time that I've had my business, and I have also been a dance instructor for over 30 years. So I have more than just hula hoop experience. I have martial arts experience. I have a black belt in fourth degree black belt in martial arts, Jeet Kune Do, in case anybody's interested, which is Bruce Lee's style. And I've also worked in our family health food store, so I have a real love and appreciation for holistic ways to heal things. Healing and recovery, I specialize in helping people come back from life's challenges, whether it be physical, mental, all the goodies. So there's all kinds of things that we encounter with that. So yes, and I've also, the humor part of that, I've been a professional cartoonist and also a humor columnist with the Denver Post, and writing a column called Dating and Hand Grenades in Denver, Colorado. And also I have been a professional cartoonist and have published with the likes of Playgirl magazine and some other really cool places. So on that note, that's why I bring you all this unique eclectic mix of all the things that I bring to the table. So I'm welcoming you to the table. Come on in, sit down. Here's your napkin, if you want. So anyway, I'm here to talk to you about body confidence, because that is the series. So it's the Body Positive series, and this particular is body confidence. So what is body confidence? Well, we live in an age where there's a lot of comparison and a lot of self-doubt, and you know, we, especially as women, men have this issue as well, have we put ourselves down a lot, and that is not always the best thing to do. And when I say always, not, I don't think there's many cases where that is a good reason to do that. So let's get out of that mode, shall we? So I have 4 tenets of body confidence to improving body confidence. The first one is that you realizing that you are unique. You are unique. You are very unique. And that comes from genetics, and that ranges the gamut to experiences. So if you think that you're a cookie cutter image of, or you should be a cookie cutter image of anybody else, that's not a great idea to compare yourself to those people, because they don't have the genetics, they don't have the experiences, they don't have the thoughts that you do, and the emotional balance and things like that. So by comparing yourself to something that's out there, that's not necessarily the way to do it, because also, you might know this by now, but many of the images that we looked at are filters, Photoshop, fake. So enhanced, endowed, paid for. So, so the things that you may be comparing yourself to may not be a realistic anything. So sometimes it's lighting and poses and things like that. I put up a graphic for this particular show, and I purposely cut off my face for it so that I could highlight an interesting part that I don't normally do. But it happens to go with an article that I just wrote about body confidence, and it's called Baby Got Back. Now, I was either you could say cursed or blessed with having a hiney that most people, I had an incident with that in high school where a close family member would relentlessly say, well, in my mind, in my high school girl mind, relentlessly call me big butt, and that was not a pleasant thing. So that came across as a very derogatory statement to me, and it didn't feel good at all until I turned around and finally one day spoke back to this person, and I said, "Where do you think I got this from?" Because they were a family member and I was related to them. We have the same genetics, so hello, they have that too. So yes, so that squelched those particular comments, and but I still had a negative self-image of myself about the body that I was born with, and it wasn't until college that I changed my perspective on that, and it came from, interestingly enough, a rap song by Sir Mix-a-Lot called "Baby Got Back." So my article is about my experience with that, and also my journey, and to move from that to how I am now and beyond as well. So this isn't a journey of like you jump from this stone to that stone and you just stay there and you don't move from that. You just keep moving on and on and on, and hopefully learning more and experiencing more and appreciating more. So anyway, that's my journey. That's a little tidbit of that. So if you want to go read the article, I have that on my blog in my website, and I will link to that in the description. And yes, so that's the first tenet, is to know that you are unique. So I happen to have a unique, backside. So go figure. Anyway, so that's my thing of a physical thing. I listed off some of the experiences that I come from in the beginning of what my background is, why I'm a trustworthy person, of like why you might want to listen to me or what have you, and you may relate to some of these things, or you may be interested in some of these things. So anyway, that's why I mention those, because I'm unique. You're unique as well. So bring what you've got to the table, and bring all of that to the table. And okay, so we're moving on to the second tenet of the body positive body confidence, and that is you deserve love and appreciation. Now, you don't need my permission to deserve love and appreciation. You just automatically are gifted with it. Period. That's it. Love and appreciation. How it's simple and it's profound. So love and appreciation doesn't necessarily have to come from an outside source. That's the magic of this. Is it is actually better if it comes from you. So when you look in the mirror, you don't necessarily have to be looking at the physical nature, although I encourage you to look at your physical self and love and appreciate who you are, what you've been through, and how you got there. So, because you are a unique person up to this point because of that. So, you deserve love and appreciation. That's number 2 of my tenets of body confidence. So, the third one is you deserve health and well-being. So, I don't care what size, what shape, whatever you are, own it and know that you deserve well-being and great health. Not just good health, great health. Okay? So that means you need to take care of yourself with that. So when you know that you deserve that, then you give yourself permission to do those things that help you do that. So for me, for instance, I love hula hooping. And I want to be able to do that for a long time. I do some other things as well. I do yoga to help stretch and flex and keep flexible. And I do gardening that helps me just get out in nature and breathe and enjoy. And I love to laugh. So that helps me, build oxygenation in my body and build endorphins and happy chemicals in my body. So those are things that help me with my health and well-being. I also make it a point, it takes effort to eat right. And I don't eat right, and I'm using the word right. You eat as well as I possibly can and make good choices in all the moments that I possibly can. So, are they always good choices? No. I wish I could say they were. I wish I could say I was just like, yeah, you could just follow me and do what I do. No, you follow you and do what you need to do for you. So, I don't care if it's your doctor or a guru or whatever. You are the person that lives with your body 24/7. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what you've been through physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You know all of that stuff. And you know it better than anybody else. Unless you have amnesia, then somebody else might need to fill in the pieces for you. So, barring amnesia, you know yourself best. So, give yourself that credit and give yourself wellness, healthy wellness and well-being and happiness. Because when you are well, you are happier. So you could have all the money in the world and not be happy. And if you don't have wellness, it kind of sucks. So you could ask one of my friends, actually several of my friends who are going through physical issues right now. And we've all been through something that has been up or down. So, those down things are sometimes very rough to get through. But take care of yourself in those times, especially. Take really good care of yourself in those times. And sometimes when we take care of others, we're just taking care of the others and we forget to, take care of ourselves. But we can't give to anybody else if we don't have a full or at least a half full cup. I know it's not possible when, always possible when you're caregiving to always do the best for yourself. Sometimes you're getting fast food just to get some calories in your body, some nutrients. It may be grease nutrients, but at least it's something rather than not eating. But if you can, try and make better choices in the moment so that you can take care of yourself. So you deserve health and well-being. That's the third tenet of my body confidence the platform, soapbox, whatever, advice, just helpful advice, because I care about you. I care that you are happy and healthy in the world, because if you're positive and happy and healthy, then you spread that around to other people and you inspire them. So you'd never know who you touch during your day with your happiness, your smile, your good choices. Somebody else sees that you choose an apple over a piece of cake and they go, hey, that's a good idea. You know, if we go out to eat, my husband, I'll go, what are you having? And he'll say, I'm having a water. I'm like, I was thinking of having something else, but a water is a much better idea. Thanks, I'll have that. So sometimes we can help nurture each other by being around good people and help those things spread the goodness. So spread the good choices. All right, the fourth thing is you can get this love and appreciation and all these things from outside. But the fourth tenet is actually a big secret, but it's not really a secret. You're responsible for all this. Ultimately, it's up to you. Or me. For myself. So, but you know what's best for you. And you're the only one who can do it. You know, somebody can force you to do it, and those changes won't last. They won't stick. So, but if you want to do something for you, you're the only one who can get yourself motivated to do it. If it's getting up a little earlier in the morning to breathe, meditate, do some yoga stretches, write in a journal, do an oil pull, have some tea, have some time by yourself, or just cuddle with your pets, cuddle with your mate or your spouse, or appreciate, have gratitude. Some people do prayer work, whatever that is to help start your day. And again, ending your day as well on some of these really wonderful positive, putting this positivity in you. That is your job, your responsibility. So I especially, so it's, you know, a lot of people think about how they start their day, and some people have like their 10 minutes or their golden hour or whatever, these wonderful habits that you might have or develop. Reading might be one of them, in putting good knowledge in. But also what you do before you go to bed. Here's a theory that you might want to take in. So it's a theory that's proven as well. It's anecdotal. I'll give you the anecdotal version with myself. But whatever you do before bedtime is what your brain has time, the most amount of time probably in your day to sit and focus and think of. So in your dream state, this, whatever you put in before bedtime is going to be what your brain is processing. So if you're worried about your day, it's processing the worry of the day. So meditate. That's why meditation and relaxation and things like that are good for that time. Now here's my anecdotal thing of how this works in the negative. So I used to read Stephen King novels before bedtime. I haven't read a Stephen King novel in a really long time. I used to like, you know, scary things and stuff like that. I don't do much scary stuff anymore because it's just not my thing. So I like positivity. But I used to read these Stephen King novels before bedtime, and I couldn't figure out why I was getting nightmares. And then it dawned on me, I'm putting this stuff in right before bed. Of course I'm going to have nightmares. So once I stopped reading Stephen King novels before bedtime, before I went to sleep, then I had decent dreams, good sleep, all that kind of good stuff. So you may not watch Stephen King novels or read Stephen King novels, but a lot of people watch the news, the nightly news, right before they go to bed. Perhaps change that up. Maybe just watch the weather or the sports or something that is positive, something that's inspirational, something that you could put in. It could be journaling, something of gratitude when you're thinking about the wonderful things of your day. So rather than seeing or hearing about the doom and gloom of the world and putting that in your brain, so your brain can just go, oh, war and this and that and awful, 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 awful. And, you know, you could do that, but, you know, why not just put something lovely in your brain before you go to sleep? Get some nice dreams, get some good sleep, and also put in a positive affirmation that I get really good, positive, deep sleep. Relaxation, restorative. I am well rested when I wake up. I am happy to wake up. You know, all of that kind of good stuff. Put in those affirmations so that you can, you know, breathe in and then breathe out those things. So that will help you sleep. Okay, so those are my 4 tenets of improving your body confidence. So, again, part of the Body Positive series. All right. So, I had a quote of, "You deserve to be the best you." Pretty simple, right? You deserve to be the best you. Nobody has to explain it to you. Nobody has to give authority and magic wand it to you. You deserve the best to be you. Okay. And then if you don't believe me, believe Mr. Piano Man, Billy Joel, who's a musician, and he sang a line, "I love you just the way you are." Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay, so that is very true. I love you just the way you are. So if you can look in the mirror and say that to yourself, wow, that's some powerful stuff if you can say that. So you don't just have to listen to the Billy Joel song, although, hey, why not? But look in the mirror and tell you, I love you just the way you are. And when I teach my hooping, when people are saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that, whatever, I tell them, just say, I got this, I got this, I got this. And because it's a training technique that I use as well. So because sometimes I'm hula hooping and, I don't got this, I don't got this, I don't got this. And the hoop is flying all over the place and I'm trying to get this new move. And, but I just keep saying to myself, I got this, I got this, I got this. Because every once in a while, it's going to be true. And then the more you practice it, it's going to be true more and more and more and more. I heard a great line from the Netflix series Cheer about, and I don't have this quote exactly correct, but it was about practice it until you get it right, and then practice it until you can't get it wrong. Oh, I love that. I love that. That was like, mind blown. Little brain cells popping on that one. I love that. So that's a coach of the Navarro team and cheer team, and that was pretty cool. So anyway, alrighty. So on that note, we're going to do a little body positivity, and stay tuned. I'm going to do the hooping exercise here in just a couple moments. So we're going to do the love and appreciation breath. So you can do this sitting, or you could do this standing, whatever you like. You could do this with a hoop or what have you. So let's do this. I'm going to do this standing. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to have nice tall posture, and you're going to raise the hands all the way up. Take a nice deep breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to smile and just appreciate, and we're just going to sprinkle love and appreciation all throughout the body. So you're going to do kind of a physical manifestation of this, of just bringing this energy field in towards you as you exhale this down the body and out and down the toes. And then inhale it back in. And then exhale and release and bring all that love and appreciation to you. You can smile, you can laugh, you can giggle during this as you exhale this all the way down the body, and really feel that energy just electrify the body. Inhale it in and bring that love and appreciation down through all the chakras, the crown, the throat, the heart, all the chakras, the root, everything, and exhale that out as you smile it. And let's do that one more time. Inhale it in, and love and appreciation, and just really bask in that. If you want to wiggle around with this, do that. Okay, so I'm going to bring this in at the end of laughter yoga exercises. We take our hands together and we do this twice. So do this with me. Very good, yay. And we do that again. Very good, yay. And we do that because it hits a lot of acupressure points in the hands. So hopefully you feel some of that love and appreciation and that positive energy, even if it's just for a moment. Those moments of boost help more moments of boost. So try that during your day. Try it first thing in the morning. Do a minute of that. Do 3 minutes of that, 5 minutes of that, 10 minutes of that. You can do that in the shower where you're just as the water is coming down on you, you can do that. But it's kind of neat to do this energetic with the fingertips and really bring that energy down of that love and appreciation. So, all right, that's our laughter yoga exercise. Let's move on to our hoop tutorial. Yes. Okay, so this is the hip wrap. So a wrap is when you take your hula hoop and you're wrapping it around a body part. So this is a simple hip wrap, and I'm going to give you some variations of this as well, from beginner to and building up your confidence to a little bit more advanced, and some cool things that you can do with this. So what this looks like is we're wrapping on the hip. Pretty cool. Okay, so just for the basics of this, what we're going to do is I'm going to start with the hoop in the right hand, and I'm going to place the hoop on my left hip, and then I'm just going to grab with the left hand and simply bring it out to the left side. Now I'm going to take and reverse the direction of this, so I'm going to take my left hand over and the hoop, and I'm going to wrap it over my right hip, and I'm going to simply grab with my right hand and bring that out to the right side. Okay, so we speed this up just a little bit. This is just going to be hand, hand. So it starts out as a hand pass, hand pass, hand pass. And then we're going to slowly increase the skill level of this. So as you feel more and more confident with this. So we're going to take the hoop and we're going to wrap and grab, wrap and grab. So right hand to left hip, left hand to right hip. So if you notice, I'm actually taking my hip and I'm starting to shift the hip out so that I can actually place on the hip. And I'm going to maximize the time in between the hand grabs. So instead of just hand to hand to hand, so that there's no, very little, it's a little bit of coordination involved, but the skill level isn't there. Now we're going to get a little bit, you've got to have a little bit of confidence in yourself to do this. So you're going to give it a little bit of speed so that this can wrap on the hip, and then you can grab it in the hand. Wrap it with the hip, grab it in the hand. Wrap it in the hip, grab it with the hand. Okay, now, if you've got that, when you just pass it, so you can actually use the hip. Whee! And if you drop your hoop, that's okay. If you do drop your hoop, that means you're trying to learn something new. Yay! That is great stuff. So now, what I want you to try and do is add a little bit of personality and style with this. So you can take this and step out with this. Step out, step out, step out. You can also take this and bring the knee up with this. So I can bring the knee up and out, up and out, up and out, up and out. So with that hip wrap, okay? So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Let me show you what it looks like from the back. Okay, back rear view camera. Boop, boop, boop. Just kidding. I'm doing the rear back up sound. Okay, so I started in the right hand, place on the left hip, grab with the left hand, and bring it out. Left hand, right hip, grab with the right hand, bring it out. Hip out, hip out, hip out, hip out. And then taking it with a step out, step out, step out. Knee, 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 knee. Okay? So that's what it looks like from behind, in case you like, kind of like a mirror image. I like being behind the teacher so I can see exactly which hand they're describing, so my brain doesn't have to translate. I'm looking at your right side, but I have to translate that to my left side if I want a mirror image of that. Okay, so that takes away that little thing, little excursion of your brain. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick nutshell recap version of the whole show. Really fast. Okay, let's see if we can do it in a minute. Okay, Body Positive is part of the Body Confidence series. The Body Confidence is part of the Body Positive series. There are 4 tenets. The first one is you are unique. Between the genetics and experience, you are unique. So realizing that first one. And number 2, you deserve love and appreciation. Number 3, you deserve health and well-being. And number 4, you've got to do it for yourself. You've got to be responsible for yourself. Then we did the laughter yoga, love and appreciation breath, where we breathe it in, and then we bring that energy field down, that love and appreciation, that smile, that laughter, and we bring it all the way from the crown chakra all the way down to the root chakra and down below. And then start it all over again with an inhale and then exhale as you bring that down. That was the love and appreciation breath, the laughter yoga exercise. And then we did the hooping hip rep, where we brought the hoop across with the hip, with the knee, and just with a simple pass as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. I've covered a lot, and this is, like I said, this is the Body Positive series, and I'm going to be doing 5 days, 5 shows, 5 episodes. So just all of the 5. We've hit number 1. So tune in, and you're gonna love, because I've got some in-your-face advice. Girl, what you gotta do, okay? So this is going to be some funny stuff. So there might be some language in this. I'm not promising to be teetotaling on the language on this. So there might be a few foul words, but I'll try and give you a heads up, and so you can have the kids leave the room if you need to. Anyway, but I do teach adults for the most part, and I work with all kinds of people of different ages, different walks of life, all kinds of stuff. So if you do want to work with me, can contact me, communicate with me, and if you want to see the whole series, I will link the whole series on the page as well. So again, this is the first of the 5 episodes of the Body Positive series. So thank you so much. If you haven't already, please go to the Hip the Hoopla website, www.hipthehoopla.com. That's HIPTHEHOOPLA.com. And also hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias, all that kind of stuff. So, and also if you go to the website and sign up for the World News email list, you will get a free gift. So cool. All right. So, and please, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the Hip the Hoopla YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. There are all kinds of cool things. And also hit the notifications bell on as well, so that you know A, when I go live, and B, when I have new videos. So you'll get a little notification on that. So you'll be in on the first scoop, the first wave, and all that kind of good stuff. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Ah. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Rock on. Peace out. Until the next episode, which is tomorrow. I will see you then on the next video. All right. Rock on. Peace out. Bye.